ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Software Inc. Welcome back to the road to 1 billion challenge. I am, of course, the ConflictNerd, and today we had a bit of a roller coaster when it came to episodes 10 and 11. Those were some dark times for Contendo. Those was the days when Contendo really struggled. Wasn't a good time. Was not a good time. But we are making money. We're making a good bit of money. In fact, we have enough money to keep the company afloat until at least Bug Blocker Ultra and Fish Simulator get released, which is fantastic news. That is absolutely wonderful news that I am overjoyed with. And, you know, as I've done in the past, I'm going to pause the game, and I'm going to just have a quick look at some of the comments on the previous episode. And I think, to be honest, most of the comments were the same. On episode 10, it was, I need to downscale, and then I already did that in episode 11, so I didn't need to worry about those. But a lot of people are saying now that what I really need to do is put money in my insurance fund, because by doing that, I will generate interest. And that's something I had completely forgotten about. And I actually want to have a look and see just how much interest we currently generate. Interest right now is only 51,000. Honestly, that's not a lot of money on interest. If we could make that better, that would be pretty great. I could withdraw money from my insurance policies as well. That is something I could have done when the company... Again, I completely forgot about the insurance policies, I'm going to be honest. I could have withdrawn money from this when the company was sinking, but I didn't want to do that, and like I said, I bloody forgot about it anyway. But what I'm going to do is... I think I'm going to deposit about 2.3 million into insurance and take us down to 3 million as for the company. That'll give us a little bit more on interest. If we can get our interest way up there again and get loads of money off of interest, that would be absolutely incredible. Because what we'd wind up doing there is being in a situation where we can pay our wages to all of our staff based on interest. And I think that's something I'm gonna sort of attempt to do regardless, is anytime we're hiring more staff. Like right now, I'm not gonna hire anyone until I can pay my current staff team based on interest alone. And I think I'm in a position where I can probably do that because we are making a little bit of money off of Visual Studio Pro and off of Soundwave Studio. And we should, in theory, make some money off of Fish Simulator and Bug Blocker Ultra as well. At least that is the hope. I mean, if I really wanted to, and this is something I said right at the start, you know, in terms of rules, the only rules really that we have are each team needs its own building, and right now we've got a load of buildings up here that aren't being used. And I also said I would expand out and use the entire map. I'm going to slightly tweak that one and say that my goal is going to be to expand out to use the entire map, but not necessarily to fill the entire map, because that would be kind of silly. But I also said at the start, you know, if I want to buy a company, I think I said it anyway, but I'm going to say it now because to hell with it. If I want to buy a company, I'm going to buy a company. If I want to buy an IP, I'm going to buy an IP. And something I could totally do if I really wanted to is not, well, actually, all software. If we look at releases and look at, you know, The Next X, which released in January of 92, if I really wanted to, I could spend 106,000. I could buy the Next X operating system. I could start crippling the competition. I could do things like that. You know, Contendo's 1990X, it's coming out soon-ish. And if I really wanted to, I could buy the Next X. I could cripple my competition. I could absolutely, if I really wanted to, market it and make some money off of their work. And that is something that was suggested in the comments as well, was, well, why don't you just wait until an operating system's released that's not terrible and buy it and make all the money? I feel like that's a little bit cheap. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could, and I might, but I feel that's a little bit sleazy. Also, Fish Simulator there was only going to be great. That didn't go to outstanding. That was interesting. That's a little bit... Fish Simulator did not go to outstanding there. Is Bug Blocker going to go to outstanding? I imagine it would. It bloody better. I mean, at least we're getting there with Fish Simulator. I want this to release and make me loads of money. That is kind of a thing that I need it to do. Is make me tons of money. Because we are actually not making money anymore. I just noticed that my money went down that month. So, I mean, we're getting 60,000 on interest now. So if we can make some good money off of Fish Simulator and Bug Blocker Ultra, that can go once again into the insurance funds. And we will hopefully get enough on interest. But we're starting to lose money again. I'm not freaking out about it as much this time because we do have stuff that's on its way to releasing. And now that I know of the insurance policies, I think we'll be okay. Plus, our reputation's nowhere near as bad as it was when the when things sort of hit the fan. So we are okay. Do we have any teams that aren't currently doing anything? The design part of my OS team isn't. So I will actually take some design work for this and give it to my OS team and hope that they can do it. Because if they don't do it, then I will fail that deal and absolutely have my reputation crippled again. So hopefully they can do their thing. That would be kind of great. This better not have been over-designed. Bug Blocker Ultra better not have been over-designed, because if it has, I mean, I'm not too worried. Great is still, well, great. But outstanding's where it's at. Outstanding is absolutely where it's at. So if we can get this to be outstanding, which we absolutely can, there we go. All right, yeah, it seems the design element of the design part of the OS team's doing a good job there. Fish Simulator is beta, which is fantastic news. Doubt it's going to go out today. No, it's going to be a September 1993, getting very close to my birth, actually. November 93. In fact, my birthday is... When does this episode go out? Next week. Does this episode goes out on it goes on Friday, the something of November. Yeah, my birthday's in 6 days, based on when this video goes out. So there's a bit of information for you. Let's get this ready for release, though, hoping for some good money. We did make money somewhere there. This is actually ready to release, so let's market it as we do. I will actually drop marketing on Soundwave Studio. I will absolutely do that. I'll give that to my marketing team. I'm also going to market Bug Blocker Ultra. Do a bit of pre-marketing on that, because that's probably a really good idea. So let's get all of that done. These guys, they're actually a little bit slow on the pre-marketing, but I think we'll be okay. I'm really curious to see what Fish Simulator is going to do for the company. Because it needs to be good. Needs to make me money. We have a 6-star reputation. It's a great web-based game. It has made 300,000 in 2 weeks. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, Fish Simulator. That is pretty good, actually. I'm actually quite okay with that. Yeah, I'm actually quite pleased with that. That's good. That is really good news. That'll make us a little bit of money. That'll keep us afloat until Bug Blocker Ultra is ready to hit shelves. Here's hoping that Bug Blocker Ultra will actually be... Why did you go to a meeting? You were so close to getting that into bloody beta. Into beta. Alright, so that'll absolutely go out in October of 93, which is fantastic news again. So we're getting there. We're absolutely getting there. I mean, I have faith in Bug Blocker Ultra. I believe it'll be okay. It kind of needs to be okay. Well, it needs to be more than okay, I'm going to be honest. So let's get that done and release. Okay, radio, newspapers, television, start the campaign, assign to marketing. That's had some pre-marketing done on it as well. We are up to 4 million again, which is really good news. Visual Studio Pro not doing so well for itself anymore, but that is fine by me. What do we want to do then? My releases, most recent was Bug Blocker Ultra, which was antivirus. We haven't actually done an audio tool since February of 91, which was Soundwave Surfer. Oh, no, we did. We did Soundwave Studio in 93. What am I talking about? Okay, what else have we done? We haven't done a game. We did do a game. We did a game in Army Tycoon 3 in 1992. What have we not done then? Game engine was a little while ago. We need to find something for my core team to do and my AV team. Visual tool, audio tool, game engine, web-based. I don't really want to do another web-based. I might do another game. I don't know. I think maybe another visual tool. We're already doing one though. Let's try a game. Let's give a game a shot. Most recent release, we will use the Spark engine, but actually I think the Spark engine can only do Contendo S or Contendos. This is bad. Spark engine's outstanding. We'll do TrueView Tech 9. It didn't actually, bloody hell. Spark engine 2, hemorrhage money there. We'll do this because it can only go on Contendos as well. It doesn't look like there's actually any game engines that will work with the newer operating systems, yeah. So maybe that's a market we could corner. Because there's no game engines which will actually work on Intos or the Next X. And, I mean, their coverage isn't amazing, but they're decent operating systems, and they can do 3D. Which is the important part. 3D rendering. Like that's a big deal. Although, I'm now thinking it might just be a good idea to wait. Because I'm pretty sure Contendo's 1990X can also do 3D rendering. At least I bloody hope it can. So, I mean, that's some high innovation, though. That's, like, if we miss out on that, that's a problem. Let's do Spark Engine 3D. Let's do Spark Engine 3D. Because I feel it's too risky to pass up. Like, if we can get that innovation, not a massive amount of coverage, but the innovation probably makes it worth it. That's assuming that it No, we're gonna... I don't know. Because I'd need to make it again for Contendo's 1990X. We'll do it. We're doing it. Whatever. That's fine. I'm just gonna give these, the AV team another... I didn't want to hire people. I'm gonna give the AV team another audio tool, I think. We'll give them... I think we'll just give them Soundwave Studio Pro, to be honest. I'm not too interested in ridiculous names yet. Like I've said before, if you want to suggest names for absolutely anything, go right ahead and do it. I'm completely fine with that. I also don't think I put the Spark Engine 3D on an SCM server, so I will need to do that when it goes into... not design, programming, what the frig do you call it? The alpha phase, basically. That's the one. Alpha phase. How did I forget that? Let's use Visual Studio Pro 3D, which made 2.8 million. Let's use that. That'll be good. We will put this on these two operating systems, though. And it can have an editor, recording, QA, all that good stuff. A little bit of innovation. There's the word I was looking for. And that's going to be less than a year as well. So that should be good. Let's have them do that. Spark Engine 3D is actually coming along surprisingly quickly, considering it's going to be a hefty project. Now we just need to see what Bug Blocker Ultra is going to do. I'm hoping for good things. If I remember right, Bug Blocker Ultra had some good innovation on there. So 168,000 isn't a lot. That is not a lot of money. Oh dear. Right. So Bug Blocker Ultra was released there. You did not. Let me have a look at the details of Bug Blocker Ultra and the details of this. Please, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. So you have... Oh, for God's sake, that's why Bug Blocker Ultra didn't do very well. Because Evil Alarm 3 was released back then. So Evil Alarm 3 got to the antivirus market before Bug Blocker Ultra. I mean, I'm still going to break even with it. I'll still make a reasonable profit with it. But it's going to be nowhere near as much as it would have been had Evil Alarm 3 not managed to take the glory there. It's now January 1994, and we have a pretty good deal here for another operating system, which is very interesting. It's called the OS2. That's a great name. January 2000 is when this expires. I'd be tempted to take it. I mean, it's 15,000. It's a good deal, but yeah, I'm not convinced. I'm going to stop marketing Visual Studio Pro. That's probably a good idea. Fish Simulator also not making much money. Nothing really making much money. We're on the we're losing money again. Our interest is not up to 68,000. Still not enough. That is still not enough. We're spending 197,000 on HR alone. 23,000 of that is on staff, but we basically need to be getting 200,000 in interest alone. So that's going to be tricky. I mean, in theory, I could do if I put another, if I put like 2 million in there, I'd be up to about, say, 80,000. I mean, I need another few million pounds before that's going to be the situation. Another few million and I'll be fine with interest, but right now it's just a little bit tricky. But we are definitely losing money. Actually, I think our reputation's gone down a little bit. We're in a weird place. Let's put it that way. We're in a weird place with money. We are, on one hand, making money. And it's great. We're making all the money. On the other, not so much. Now, can these guys hurry up and get that into what's already outstanding and develop? There we go. Now, if you guys could do me a solid, do me a wonderful favor, and just make it amazing. Just be amazing. You're just, you know what I'm gonna do? I have so much faith in these guys that I'm gonna treat them, and we're gonna put just a happy little tree there. And we're going to put a, you know what? We're not going to put anything else in there. They've got enough. They have no, you know what? We'll give them just another happy little tree there. There we go. That's how much faith I have. That room is 116% on environment. So they better appreciate it. They better appreciate it. Let's speed things up a little bit. Is my reputation legitimately dropping then? No, it's not amazing. It's not quite where it should be. We are definitely losing money now, though. That's kind of a given. And also the environment in here has dropped. If someone could come and clean this, that would be, well, that would be lovely. There we go. Environment's back up a little bit, back up to 115%. Good. Right, they're doing a wonderful job. You guys are off to a meeting. You're doing a decent job. Spark Engine 3D there is, comfortably over 50% of the way through design. It seems we actually we haven't finished this deal. We're getting there, though. This deal here is, it's getting there. Contendo's 1990X as well. System, 3D, and network are what's holding it back. System more so than anything. It's always bloody system that's holding it back. Like, you can never have system just go quickly. I've never seen that. It's really, really strange, actually. But if the designers on the OS team could hurry up with this, that would be amazing. It's not that I want to end the deal and stop making the money. It's just I don't want the deal to be a failure, because if it is, my reputation goes back down to... And, well, that's kind of a disaster at this point. When you've only got 3.3 million, 3.2 million, having no reputation when you're paying this many people basically is game over. I know the last, now 3 episodes have been dealing with the concept of game over, but it's just a reality. Just a reality. It's, we really, really don't want the company to bottom out at this point. We don't want it to shit itself, basically. We don't want it to follow through. We do want them to follow through, technically. Not following through. You get what I mean. We want them to follow through on a good product and a good piece of software. We don't want them to follow through in their genes. That's a thing. That's a line of dialogue I just said. All right, let's promote that into beta. There we go. Gotta hope this makes money. We really have to hope this makes money, because we need it to at this point. Don't know if that's going to release today. It looks like it actually is going to release today. Wonderful. Right, release that. Radio, newspaper, television, start the campaign, assign that to marketing. Fish Simulator will stop marketing that. Soundwave Studio Pro. I need you to be just amazing. I believe in you. I believe you can be amazing. I believe in you. You're a piece of shit. No, you're pretty good. You're actually pretty good. 421,000 is, I just realized my mind for a second thought that was the entire month profit. No, that is for 2 weeks, 421,000. That's good. That is very good. Let's just start churning these out then. Visual Studio, Visual Tool, whatever we're going to call it. Visual Studio Pro 4D. To hell with it. 3D too. No. 4D. 4D. There we go. That's what we're going to go with. Visual Studio. Oh, the OS has been released. It's bad. Interesting. Does have a bit of coverage though. So then putting this, putting these in here, giving, all this stuff to another operating system, to me, seems like a good idea. So I'll give that to my AV team. That's going to be more than a year for a team of 7. That's fine. Actually put it on an SCM server this time. I did put the AV team on an SCM. I didn't put Spark Engine 3D on one. So again, need to remember to do that. But we'll get to that. Visual. Oh god, I did Pro 4 Double D. Okay. Whatever. Apparently, I'm not paying much attention to my typing. We're doing Visual Studio Pro 4 Double D. Alright. Sure. I realize we're helping design this medium game here, Race Tycoon in Heaven. It's going to be a great game. As long as it's going to be an outstanding game, and it's not being released by me. That's interesting. Spark Engine 3D, not 3 Double D. Spark Engine 3D. Ready to go there. That's good. That actually needs to be put on SCM. Let's just make sure we do that. Core SCM. Let's also make sure our servers are okay. 100% load on there. Contendo's 1990X actually needing more power for the OS dev server. We can probably upgrade our servers actually, can't we? Because they're on it's these little table bastards. We could probably do with, we've got these ones, the Tyra servers. So probably a good idea to turn on this. So that's the main OS dev server. So if no. Right, this one on the bottom left is the main OS dev server. So if I select that one, just the tables really. And if I just, if I delete a bunch of these and then just link to the new ones that I put in, we should be good. I mean, I'm pretty certain there is actually a way to do this that makes a lot more sense and doesn't involve keeping one crappy server. I'm going to do it this way because it's easy. That's literally it. It's just because it's easy. So if I select that and then select all of these, we should be good to connect those, and that should now be the OS dev server. Wonderful. So if I go ahead and delete that table, will that mess up my OS dev? I'm going to just do it. To hell with it. There we go. So they're all still one server. That's OS dev. So if I merge those, oh god, what have I done? That's server 1. Right, that's server 1. So if I do that and then select all in the room, then we merge, that all OS, oh bugger. Well, I messed it up. It's all good though. It's fine if we pause. Server 0 is OS dev. Rename, and then we have unsupported processes. I would like to, I would like to put the thing on this on the OS dev. Oh, bother. Didn't want to put that on there. Gonna be honest. Didn't want to do that. Let's see. Unsupported processes. I really want to put that on. No, I want to put it on there. I don't want to put it on that one. Remove. Stop with the. Oh no, there's what I'm doing. Yeah, it's all good. Redelegate. We don't actually have the power on the OS dev server for this anyway. We need a bigger server. Well, that's interesting. Is there anywhere up here we could put one? I mean, this is technically a lounge. Doesn't really match the downstairs one, though. You know what? We're going to turn this into a server room. Let's just unify the styles. I actually kind of want to select both rooms anyway and change the floor to not be wood, because it looks kind of silly. So the floor can be that. In fact, the floor could be tiles. Floor can be tiles. There we go. Apply. Are those rooms the same size? Because if they are, I'm totally copying this one. That would be kind of fab if they were. So that's that size. They are. They're totally the same size. Right. Get that room the hell out of there. Beautiful. Select this room and clone it and dump it up there. Maybe, you know, removing the door. But that's all right. Let's go to here, go to build mode, remove that. Remove these as well. Probably want to remove those as well. And remove that, and then put the windows in. Okay, OS Dev now has a power count of 48, which is wonderful news. It is sort of going through the building there, but that's fine. But that should be good. That will make it hopefully go a little bit quicker. That would be lovely. Because we'd make some good money. It's kind of what we need. Bug Blocker Ultra, we can probably stop marketing that. Let's make sure we've done some pre-marketing on Contendo's 1990X, because that would be a wonderful idea. Same with the Spark Engine 3D, honestly. Let's just market all of these. Let's do some let's just run a bit of a pre-marketing campaign on everything we're doing, especially Visual Studio Pro 4DD. In fact, I hear Visual Studio Pro 4DD had a press conference. Yeah, it's been a while since any company's ever had a press conference. I wonder what that press conference was like. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very proud to be here, standing in front of all of you for Contendo. So, first off, a lot of you might recognize me from a lot of other companies that I've worked for. Let me tell you, Contendo is the most dedicated, hard-working company, and I swear they're not paying me to say that. I am getting paid. I'm not getting paid to say that. I am getting paid. Anyway, it doesn't matter because we're releasing something that is revolutionary. It's like, it's better than sliced bread, if you can believe that. So, it's called, well, it's a visual tool, alright? So what you do is you use it to look at things. And we figured that, you know, it's 1994. We're doing a lot of revolutionary stuff in this great year of 1994. So, we decided to make something that's dedicated to browsing porn. And we decided to call it Visual Studio Pro. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. We've done several of them before. What sets this one apart? It's called Visual Studio Pro 4DD. And we got that name because Mildred, the office, well, she's very friendly. She were walking around and she tripped over her and well, we figured that was fucking hilarious, so we named it after her. And that's where the 4DD came from. It was fucking hilarious. Ladies and gents, I think with 32 employees on vacation, Contendo's 1990X so close to going into beta, Spark Engine 3D actually probably going to get cancelled so we can do some stuff for Contendo's 1990X. I think at this point, it may be a good idea to end this episode, honestly, because I want to focus the next episode on getting Contendo's 1990X out to the people, and then what I'm really hoping is that this will be a massive boom for the company, so that we can put a lot of money into our insurance funds, so that we can make a lot of money on interest, and so that we can then bring more people to the company, because a big thing with keeping your operating system popular and keeping it making money is supporting it, and that's something I think we can totally do. Obviously, we'll have our main OS team probably having to support the operating system, but I think I may also have them just immediately start working on a follow-up. That seems like it would probably be a good idea. And we could probably just call it like 2K, you know, Contendos 2KX, because that would be, you know, because everyone did the whole 2K whatever thing in, you know, the 2000s. So that could be a good idea. You know, Contendos 2KX, we'll start working on that eventually. But I also think it'll be really important, like I said, to grow the company a little bit. And that's if this goes to plan. Because I do want to support Contendos 1990X with initially a visual tool, then an audio tool, then antivirus, and then just lots of stuff. If we can do first-party support and make sure that we're doing it well, Contendos 1990X will make us millions, but we need it to be good. I think we have auto-updating on Contendos 1990X. I think it is fairly advanced. I don't think anyone's necessarily going to have completely damaged its potential revenue, but we shall absolutely see. With that in mind, I want to thank you kindly for watching. I've been the Conflict Nerd, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!